Welcome to the Diabetic Diary. I'm Ollie, thanks for visiting. Today it's just a short video on fruit. Now, a lot of diabetics stay well clear of fruit and a lot of diabetics eat fruit. I mean, it's a personal choice and I can only tell you what I do and what I think about fruit. And I personally stay clear of it as much as I can. And the reason I do is because if you think of fruit, you know it contains fructose, which means fruit sugar. I'm not sure if it probably stems from Latin. So it's full of fructose, which is fruit sugar. And when I personally eat fruit and I test my blood straight after, 15 to 20 minutes after, my blood is sky high. Yeah, and I don't want that. That's just damaging my nerves. So I stay clear from it. I make sure I get all my vitamins that fruit would provide from other sources in my diet. So I'm not missing out on anything. I just do not want to eat fruit. And I'm not saying I don't eat any fruit, and I'll talk to you about that in a moment. So if you look at a banana, for instance, I haven't eaten a banana in over a year. There's 31 grams of carbs in a large banana. And when I eat one, when I take a bite of a banana and I test my blood, it is sky high. Yeah, it might be different for you. You know, you might be able to have a bite and your body might access the glucose in that more slowly. You know, I think it's different for every individual. But I personally don't touch bananas, definitely not. Apples, again, I haven't eaten an apple since, and I love them. I would love nothing more than to take a bite of this apple right now, but I've got to think about the long term for my body, you know, so I don't touch them. This is a small apple, but in a large apple, I've got it written down here, there's 20 grams of carbs, okay, and again, if I was to bite into this apple right now and test my blood in 15 to 20 minutes, it would be sky high. So I just refuse to eat it. Again, I get everything I need that's in apples, vitamin, nutrient wise, from other sources. Plum, pretty low, it's 8 grams per average plum. I wouldn't be adverse to eating half a plum now and again, but I just don't buy them. You know, these happened to be in my fridge and I bought the rest just purely to do this video. So, you know, I'd have half of a plum now and again. I've tried them out and they do spike my blood, but it's only 4 grams, so the spike doesn't last for long. My body deals with it quite quickly. Okay, so they're not the worst thing in the world. Oranges, definitely I do not touch. If I was to eat one segment of an orange, my sugar is sky high immediately. And in an orange, we have, in a large orange, I've written down 22 grams of carbs, okay? But you've got to understand that when you eat something like an orange and it's all juice, you know, your body can access those carbs immediately. It's not like if you were to eat carbs in the form of a roast potato where your body's got to break down the fat around it and, you know, slowly access the carbs like that. You know, as soon as that juice is in your stomach, it's ready for the taking by your body, isn't it? And it floods your bloodstream. So I stay well clear of them. And you know, before I was diagnosed with diabetes, I used to love orange juice, and you know, looking back now, I wish I never had, because you know, in one glass of orange juice, they say there's up to 6 oranges worth of juice, and you know, I don't think I've ever sat down and eaten 6 oranges. You know, it's ridiculous. The juice of 6 oranges in one glass, all that sugar. I don't touch it. Fruits I do eat, blueberries. There's only 10 grams of carbs in 50 blueberries, so I have a handful of those. I have a handful of raspberries. I mean, you can go online and find all the carb content for any fruit you want, and if you do test at home, which I do, then eat it and test your blood, you know, 15 minutes after, an hour after, and 2 hours after. And 2 hours after, you definitely want your blood to be back to normal. If it's not, then I would advise not to eat what you've eaten again. So, the human body needs proteins, fats and carbohydrates. So I get my fats from foods such as, and I'm telling you this because I want to tell you where I'm getting my carbs and my nutrition from, because you know, I'm not eating fruit, I'm not eating cereal, I'm not eating bread. So I just wanted to let you know what I eat to get everything I need. So my dietary fats I get from olive oil, avocado, oily fish like mackerel, tuna to a certain extent, salmon, cold water, oily fish full of omega-3 fatty acids, all the good fats. My protein I get from lean meats, and I drink protein shakes and eggs, things like that. And when I say lean meat, I have fish again, turkey, chicken, but just breast meat. I don't have the thigh, I don't have the skin, anything like that. Okay. And then carbs I get from leafy vegetables. Occasionally I'll have a bit of sweet potato. My favourite fruit, which I'm going to go into in a minute. My berries, salad. You know, I could go on and on. I get carbs. I make sure I eat carbs. I have spinach for breakfast. I eat carbs. I just don't eat the carbs that are recommended by some medical professionals when you get diagnosed with diabetes. I don't eat bread. I don't eat vegetables that grow in the ground, root vegetables, carrots, things like that, potatoes. Yeah, I'll eat them in a tiny amount. I eat corn. You know, the vegetarian corn, which is made up from a type of fungi. It's got some carbohydrates in, but again, I eat it, I test, and it doesn't seem to affect me, so I'm okay with that. Now, the fruit that I do eat is this, the avocado. Absolutely brilliant fruit. I love it. It's so tasty. If you haven't tried it, I'm sure you have. It tastes of nuts almost. It's absolutely delicious. And it is a fruit. Some people say it's not. It is. There's a stone inside. It's a fruit. And I just eat it. I'll cut it and I'll eat it with a spoon, or I'll mix it in with a salad, things like that. And it's really high in fat, but a good fat. Fats like olive oil, the fats that have a benefit on your body, the fats you need. You know, because I'm not eating foods high in fat. And, you know, I have a bit of cheese. It's my only real saturated fat, eggs, but everything else is lean, so I need to get my fats from olive oil, oily fish, things like that. So all I do with my avocados is slice them around like that, and you have a look at this, it's delicious. You know, absolutely delicious. And I just scoop it out, and I eat perhaps 6 of these a week over the duration of a week. And that's really the only fruit that I eat in any sort of abundance. But it's up to you. I mean, I wanted to do this video because I keep seeing so much conflicting information about people are terrified of fruit. Some people with diabetes eat fruit and they seem to be doing okay. But I think you have to be aware of how your body reacts when you eat certain foods, and I think fruit is definitely one of the ones that could potentially be more problematic than other foods. Right, so I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like below and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you, bye.